The little boy is playing with model aircraft. Suddenly the music sounded. The father ran towards the boy in fear. However, it was still one step too late. This is a family of 5. I know how to speak, but I keep using sign language to communicate, walk barefoot and stand on tiptoe. My mother is even careful when holding a small medicine bottle, afraid of making a little noise. Not long ago, a monster pouncing on Earth. He has no sense of sight or smell, but sensitive hearing. Just make a little noise. No matter how far he is, he will come, killing someone by the way. To survive, nervous humans can only be cautious. Try not to make any noise. However, the accident still happened. The youngest brother saw the model aircraft on the shelf. Wanna take it down. As a result, the person is too short. Directly move the model up. After the baby sister caught it in time, my father confiscated the model. He dismantled the battery inside. The boy is very disappointed. Sister can't bear to return the model to the boy. He took advantage of everyone's lack of attention. After even taking away the battery, a few people walked along the already paved white sand ground, silently walking back. Just as we passed through a bridge, an accident occurred. The father rushed anxiously towards his son, but it's still one step late. A few months have passed. Mother becomes pregnant again. It seems that the trumpet has been disabled. Practice again. To ensure safety, they set up surveillance around their homes. I always insist on using radio waves to contact the outside world. Unfortunately, there was no response at all. They moved into the basement for sound insulation. Still plastering newspapers all over the wall. Father dares not use knives and forks. Plate. Using only leaves as tableware. Eating the most primitive handmade rice. Play games, and only things that don't make a sound. Suddenly, my son looked at the oil lamp on the wall. Father quickly used his clothes to stop the flames from spreading, and then followed by listening to the surrounding movements. The sound just now is enough for the monster to hear. Suddenly there was a loud noise. It's just a little raccoon. However, they didn't know that the little raccoon who came to the cornfield was instantly killed by the monster. Unexpectedly, the monster is nearby, because there is no hospital for prenatal testing. The mother can only use the stethoscope to simply check the child's condition, calculating the child's expected delivery date. Early the next morning, father is about to leave, and bring your timid son with you. My daughter also wants to go together, but his father asked him to help at home. Mom and daughter are unwilling. He thought it was because he gave his younger brother a model. That's why my father doesn't like him. So after my father left, he needs to prepare to go out on his own. Don't forget to put on the hearing aid prepared by your father before going out. This time it finally worked. I am deeply moved to hear the sound again, but I dare not cry out loud. Then he came to the bridge where his brother died. This has become a place for their family to remember their younger brother. On the other side, because there is no daughter to help, my mother is doing housework with a big belly. The accident happened at this moment. An old man was standing next to the forest lying down, his long-abandoned partner. What does Dad realize? Hurry up and signal the old man not to get excited. However, the old man has long been loveless. Next second, Dad quickly picked up his son and fled the scene. Soon, a monster rushed out of the forest, kill old Churn in an instant. On the other side, a woman with a big belly doing housework alone. As a result, the bag was accidentally caught by a nail. He pulled hard, then pulled up the nails on the stairs, then continued to carefully air the clothes. Work. Halfway through, I suddenly feel waves of pain in my stomach. His amniotic fluid has broken. He endured the sharp pain, carefully arrived at the basement. I didn't notice when I stepped on a nail. The pain made him throw away the things in his hand. The loud noise made him ignore the pain. Hurry up and cover your mouth. After squatting down, endure the pain and pull out the nail. Limping on the hazard warning lights, then find the alarm clock. After setting the time, hide aside. The monster walked into the basement at the sound. The pain made him bite hard at the tiger's mouth. Wait for the alarm to sound. Hurry up and rush into the basement. When trying to escape, but I saw another monster. He can only come to the bathroom and lie in the bathtub. At this moment, Dad returned home, seeing a red signal light, knowing that his wife is in danger, so he asked his son to set off fireworks. Wife ran in to save her. Women try their best to endure pain. The monster is already within reach. At this moment, the fear in his heart made him suppress the pain. Subsequently, son ignites fireworks. The woman knows that her family is back. Finally, let out a loud cry with peace of mind. My daughter also saw the fireworks and rushed home. The man walked upstairs following the bloodstains, but I didn't see my wife's body, only the bloodstains in the bathtub. A bad premonition rushed to the man's chest. Just as he was in agony, a fingerprint appears on the glass next to it. My wife is not only fine. Instead, she successfully gave birth to a boy. He settled his wife in the basement. Bring your son an oxygen tank. Put him in a soundproof box. Go out and search for 2 children. Didn't notice that the water pipe was broken by the monster. Blood flows down the floor to the basement. Here, my son has been targeted by monsters for setting off fireworks. He hurriedly ran into the cornfield. My daughter rushed back. I didn't pay attention when I saw my brother's flashlight lying on the ground, monsters gradually approaching behind them. Suddenly, his hearing aid emits electrical waves. Monsters can't stand it. This sound, unexpectedly left here. Daughter finds brother. My daughter came to the top of the granary to burn gasoline. I hope my father sees them, but the gasoline quickly ran out. Father came to the surveillance room. I didn't see my sister in time and didn't want to sit idly by. Just about to leave here, my younger brother suddenly emptied his feet, fell into the warehouse. Sister quickly signaled him not to move, but my younger brother is very scared, continuously climbing up. The result is actually getting deeper and deeper. Suddenly, the warehouse door fell down. My younger brother's sinking deeper. Sister jumped down here, pushed the iron gate towards the younger brother. After my younger brother was saved, he got stuck instead. Fortunately, my younger brother came over in time to save him. If it were a monster, jump in. The siblings are in dire straits. The monster gradually approached the crib. Women cautiously enter the water. The monster even dived into the water. The woman slowly approached. Son, pick up the monster before it emerges from the water, then slowly retreat back behind the water, trying to use underwater sound to deceive monsters. However, the monster was not deceived. Suddenly, the monster heard a sound and put the woman running outside. The man who is looking for his children also found the monster. He is running towards the granary at an extremely fast speed. It turned out that my son accidentally fell into the granary. Reveal a sound. The siblings are in dire straits. Sister, in a hurry, she becomes wise. Hold down the two monster with an iron gate. Get down with just one kick. No one was caught. At this point, sister's hearing aid suddenly emits an electric wave sound. The monster can't stand this sound. Final abandonment. The siblings have escaped. After waiting for a while, the monster didn't move. The siblings just ran out of the warehouse. The monster finally found them, just as the three monsters hugged and wept. The sound of monsters coming from afar. Obviously, he didn't go far. Father quickly asked the siblings to hide in the car, suddenly holding an axe and planning to fight against the monster alone. Soon, monster appears on the roof. My father is about to fight against him. Monster flicked with a claw. The man couldn't afford to hide when he saw this. Yell out loud, instantly attracted the monster's attention. Fortunately, my sister's hearing aid is working again, but the huge radio waves slowly became uncomfortable, unexpectedly turned off the hearing aid. Monster angered, approaching the car, watching the car overturn. Father trembled and trembled at this moment. Throw away the axe, attracting monsters. Finally, he gestured to his children. After that, completely shout out loud. The monster rushed over immediately. The base seized the opportunity to start the car. All of this was seen by my mother. The last family of three finally reunited, but the monster hasn't gone far yet. They quickly hid in the surveillance room. When I was about to close the door, the monster caught up. Mom is holding a gun and standing by. They dare not make any noise. Here, the TV suddenly makes a sound. Suddenly, I heard a sound and rushed over. Destroy the TV. Sister suddenly realized something. Successive hearing aids turn on radio waves. It makes both the monster and me very uncomfortable. 3. This kind of sound alone is useless for monsters. Immediately remove the hearing aid, facing the microphone. Suddenly, a sentence instantly amplified the sound. The monster finally couldn't bear to fall to the ground. Sister, that's when I turned off my hearing aid. Who knew the monster would climb up again? Mom quickly shot him in the head. Finally solved this big problem. However, the matter is not over yet. The gunfire attracted other monsters nearby. At this point, Mother is no longer afraid. Sister, turn on the amplifier to its maximum capacity. Take a glance at your mother. Her eyes firmly loaded the gun. This time, they will fight back.